Here we
We're
go.
recording. Hey everybody, happy Mardi Gras.
It is Mardi Gras season, y'all. It's almost time for Mardi Gras.
Laissez les bons temps rouler.
Exactly. Party, party, party. Too funny. Oh my God. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Welcome to Crew Bouge,
We're happy
everyone.
to be here. Welcome.
Yes,
Obviously, you guys, we have
here.
one additional person with us this week.
Hi, y'all. So happy to be here. Woo! Happy Mardi Gras.
And you see her fabulous Mardi Gras situation in the back. Look at that.
The
Look
tree
at
is
that Mardi Gras
amazing. The whole everything, the tree, the glasses, the hat, the scarf. I love it all.
Oh my goodness. I'm just happy for this. It's been a long week. I don't know if you guys have had a crazy long week, but I've had a crazy long week.
Yes, it's been an exhausting week. Yes, more than usual. Definitely.
Oh so
but we
crazy.
have a 3-day weekend, which is very exciting.
Yes. And it's gonna be super cold. I've got I stocked up on hot chocolate. Yes. I've got my shows primed up. I am ready to go.
All right.
You're like, I'm not leaving. You're not leaving. I'm not leaving. You're not leaving. So.
And you have a fireplace, right?
I do.
Oh yeah, crank up that fireplace.
I can't even tell you how glorious.
If it was not going to be sleeting and all that kind of craziness, I would drive my little happy self right on up there.
Yeah, today was the day. Yeah, because after today, you don't want to be around here.
Well, I guess we can kind of dig right in.
Okay.
You know, you guys can see that we are, full of festive. I've got glitter. We've got our beads, all kinds of good stuff. And we've got all types of finery over there. Marcelle does. But hey, who wants to go first? I don't know.
I think we should let our guests go first.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, thank you.
So Marcelle, what you drinking?
So I am going to flip the script a little bit. So here's my wine glass.
Yes.
And so I am drinking this. I don't know. Let's see if you can see it. It's called Jukes 6.
Okay.
And there's a Jukes 1, this is the red wine version. And Jukes 1 is a white. So the little glitch to this is that it's non-alcoholic. So it's a wine alternative. Say you're going through a detox, or you're just like, I'm just gonna, try to clean out a little bit before I hit hard again. These are perfect because they're made out of like apple cider vinegar and other natural stuff.
Oh wow!
And it's interesting. So you can mix it with like tonic water. I'm actually mixing it with Fever Tree tonic. You can do like like a flavored seltzer water or something and throw some fruit in it, and then you've got a sangria just like that. Ooh. So I'm having a little bit the red wine. I've got little blackberries in it, and I mean it's you still get obviously, and what's great about it is that you can change the flavors based on your palate.
Right.
And it's just yeah. I mean,
I love it.
Like, and I feel part of the group. Like I'm being more social because y'all are drinking, I'm drinking, we're good to go. So the party. So yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I love that it's non-alcoholic, and it sounds healthy.
It sounds healthy, right? And I feel healthy doing
guys. For all of our people who are listening, you all will have to watch. You have to scoot on over to YouTube so you can see the fabulous way that she is actually sipping her concoction, her cocktail. It's so fabulous.
That's right.
So fabulous.
Yeah.
So that sounds good. Thank you, Marcelle.
I know that sounds amazing.
I'm going to check out this Jukes.
Yeah, and what's amazing is that it was actually made by a guy in the UK, and it just started selling here in the United States November of last year, so it's still new.
How much was it?
I'm one of those that I just drop my plastic. I don't pay attention to those things. So, but it's gonna be worth it just for the detox.
Yes. And so I'm sorry, because I think you said there was a Jukes 1. So is there like a 1 through 6?
No, there's only a 1 and a 6.
A 1 and a 6. Okay.
I don't know why he decided to do that, but yeah. I
Okay.
guess so. It's the numbers are far enough so you can't get them confused. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very nice.
I
I'm gonna have
love
to
it.
check this out. All right. Ro, what you drinking?
Okay, so you guys know I have to be extra. I don't know if you all got to see our Instagram, but I got this like wonderful, amazing little for all the single people, you'll be super happy with this. So it is a decanter. It's an aerator, so you don't really have to decant like an entire bottle. Sometimes I feel terrible when I'm like, because after a while, red goes bad and you just don't need to have it out. But, in honor of Black History Month, I am doing Longevity
Yes.
2017 Cabernet Sauvignon. And part of why I'm doing it this way is so he is a Black winemaker. He is. He makes a cab. I also picked up the Chardonnay. I went ham in the Total Wine. I was like, where are your Black winemakers? Take me to them. Lead me. And I'm in there like, I'll have one of these. Oh, and I'll have one of those. So yeah, needless to say, I spent a little bit too much money, but it's Black History Month and we're blackety black. So, but what I love about it, look, it twists. It's a twist cork.
Nice.
Twist
Very
cork,
nice.
nice.
So that way you don't even have to fuss around with it. And then let me see if I can push this down enough so you guys can see. I'm going to do like the full on experience, y'all.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
And it has this wonderful noise.
Yeah, I can't really I've seen one of those before and I've heard it, the kind of like a not a whistling, but like a
Yeah, it's like a whistling. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited to try this. But 2017 is 13.5% alcohol. And again, it is a Cab Sauv, one of my most favorites. And I love the label. It's actually a heart. I messed it up, but it's a heart. And then on the bottle, it says longevity is a lifestyle. It's about loving what you live and living what you love. The heart on our label represents this love of life and family. Our family practices this philosophy every day in developing our wines. Ultimately, it's about the experience. It's about living, loving, and sharing that experience with others. Come and visit our tasting room in Livermore, California, and experience longevity. It's about longevity. So
I love it.
Nice.
I'm actually going to his winery in 2 weeks.
wonderful.
My Black Girls Wine Society, that's going to be like our first like excursion of the year. Yeah. So I'm
That's
really looking
cool.
forward to going and trying his wines and seeing the vineyards and everything.
That's gonna be
So it's
fun.
big berry, I would say. Very berry. It's got a little tannin, but not a lot, it's cab. And it's just very smooth. I would have this, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's actually a pretty like ruby red color. But a very, very strong berry flavor. Fruit forward, definitely. I'm enjoying it. I love it.
Okay, so you wouldn't say
Nice.
it's like it's a strong wine then, like a very bold
No,
flavor. It's more okay.
it's
And
definitely not heavy, but I would say that it is medium bodied, but it has a big berry flavor to it.
So more probably those are probably good with some chocolates, maybe better than with the steak then.
This will be good with chocolate. This
ooh,
would be
maybe
good with a chocolate or like, the in in honor of Single People's Day.
maybe some chocolate covered strawberries.
Mhm.
Ooh,
It would be
yummy.
perfect. It's got a little hint of sweet, but big berry, definitely a full mouth experience. enjoy. I highly recommend. And this Swiss cap, I love it.
I do like that. It
So,
reminds me
Ro-
of a whiskey sort of top.
Yeah, I had a question. You said it's a full mouth experience. What would be a half mouth or a quarter mouth? I'm trying to figure that out.
Half mouth for me would be a light Pinot Noir.
I was just gonna say like a Pinot or
Oh,
Gamay,
okay,
A
okay.
light Pinot,
like a
like,
Beaujolais.
yeah, that would be a light mouthfeel. This is more medium, but I taste it everywhere in my mouth. Not saying
Oh,
that.
okay. So it activates all of the taste receptors in your tongue.
I taste it
it.
everywhere.
And
Got
that's the
it.
Cab Sauv?
It's the Cab Sauv.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Because I'm so used to Cab Sauv being more like full bodied. So very like rich and
It's not as heavy.
full.
It is
Interesting.
definitely full mouth. But
Oh man.
yeah, I'm definitely not like heavy, like nowhere near Merlot or
Okay.
Oh, okay. Or Malbec or anything like that.
Like
no
Zinfandel.
Malbec. This is it's medium. I would say it's definitely a medium, but very full body, I would say. So.
And wait, did you
Cheers.
see how much it was?
Say that again.
Oh, sorry. How much did it cost?
Oh, it cost $20.
That's good.
I think, yeah, $20. So not bad.
Isn't
So
bad.
Desiree, what are you drinking with your pretty shoes in the background and your boa hanging from everything?
Yeah, I was supposed to like they're obviously for your neck, but I was like, as soon as I got it, I opened them up and the feathers went everywhere, and I was like, this is not going on my neck because I'm gonna be itching and I'm gonna have to go off. So oh wait, I am drinking. I'm very excited. So also in honor of Black History Month, I am doing a sparkling wine by two Black sisters. You may have heard of them, the McBride sisters.
Oh, go ahead,
Nice.
McBride. Go ahead, McBride.
They are the first African American sisters to own their own winery, which is really exciting. They have a really amazing story. One was raised in New Zealand, the other was raised in Monterey, and they ended up finding each other and then started their business in 2000. I would say 2005, but I think 2010 is when it actually like got off the ground. So like
Wow.
really
That's
amazing.
insane.
They both grew up in like wine regions and had that passion for wine,
That's so interesting.
connected, and now have this like really booming wine business. They have all sorts of wines. I previously tried their Riesling, but I'm currently drinking the sparkling Brut Rosé. It's really, really good. It's very smooth. Like, first of all, I don't know, like I'm not usually a rosé person during winter or and maybe spring, but I'm not usually like the type to drink a rosé in February because it just feels like I should be drinking like a red, but I wanted to give this a shot. It's really good. It's got like notes of like cranberry, strawberry, peach. It's creamy, yet it's got a nice dry finish. This is a good wine for seafood or for oh man, what else did I have in mind when I drank it earlier? Well, seafood. And then I was like trying to keep it all Mardi Gras themed, and I was like, for those people that like crawfish, I am not a fan, but this would be a great like crawfish and sparkling wine situation.
And it is crawfish season.
It is crawfish season. I think me and someone else were not a fan of crawfish, but I believe both of you guys are fans of crawfish, right? It's just
Yeah, I can't suck the heads. It's too spicy, but I will eat them tails.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Like, so Marcelle, what is one of your most fondest Mardi Gras memories, or what is one of your favorite things about Mardi Gras?
Oh, my favorite things about Mardi Gras is just the thrill, of just you see the float come and you put your hands up and you're just like, hey, just screaming and just all exciting. And then that thrill of when you actually catch the coveted throw, it's like nothing like it. Nothing like it. And what's even better, there you go. And when you catch that coveted throw, I mean, the excitement's overwhelming. You're like, oh my God, yay, yay. You put in your bag or something and you keep going for more. But then when you, at the end of the night or in the morning, wherever how long you party.
In the morning.
Right. When you take it out and you really look at it, I mean, it's just amazing. And I have a lot of the pieces in my house, how beautiful they are, because they're true pieces of art, right? Which is, I love either that they're pieces of art or they're actually, you can use them in everyday life.
Yes.
Like I have a satin pillowcase that I still use and stuff like that. I mean, it's amazing. It's just, so I would say just the overall thrill of, and it's a good arm workout too, to constantly just be like that.
Yeah.
So, and then just being with friends, and it's just everything about every aspect of it, the food, the being with friends, not knowing what's gonna happen that day is just, it's amazing. Which I have to say too, I have to brag a little bit. So I did manage to get a Zulu coconut for 21. Just saying. I got a little swag going on. So
you get a 2021 coconut.
I sure did.
Wait, you got a 2021 coconut?
I sure did. Did I stutter?
I'm over her.
Wait. How?
Oh, well, so I worked for it a little bit. So what happened was, when I was there
just noticed the garter on the arm.
Oh,
love it.
I mean, I'm just like, Ro, I gotta be a little extra.
Extra.
So we were, I was with Lizzie and Pia, and we went to like this GM Nola place, which was like all artistic and everything, right?
Oh, okay.
And so we go to the gift shop and we're looking around. Sure enough, I'm like, what? There are these coconuts. I'm like, these are 21. They're like, yeah. So a local artist, and was like, he only made like a certain amount of them, and he was selling them out throughout the city. And they were like, yeah, it goes directly to the artist that, paints these coconuts. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna buy it, but I feel like I have to work for it. So I gave it to Lizzie. I'm like, I was like, you got to make me work for this coconut. So I started like, shit, I couldn't really shake it as much, but I was like working as hard as I could,
Yeah.
Give it to me, right? And then eventually she was like, oh yeah, I'm impressed, because I still got some moves. So then she gave me the coconut, and I felt like, okay, I got my little Mardi Gras experience with that.
Yes.
So, but yeah,
that's too fun.
I'll take a picture with it, and then I'll show it to y'all. But yeah,
that's
I'm so
exciting.
jelly. That is so hot. That is hot.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I could possibly go a few years with no gaps in coconuts. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, because I remember you got one also like the first year that we were all living in New Orleans.
Because I managed to sneak up, because the first year you just didn't know what was going on. So I'm like, right before the prayer, I'm gonna walk up, and then I had no idea how deep it was. I'm like, I ain't catching nothing back here. And then eventually, I talked to some people, and they started liking me. I'm like, oh, it's my first Mardi Gras. Oh, okay. And they just kind of pushed me to the front, and I was like, and then sure enough, I mean, I think that year I caught the most. I caught like 5.
Yeah,
she did that year, and she came and she had them. We went to your place, and you had them like all in the dish on your table. Like, look, and then I had the coconuts over here, and then I had coconuts over there. I'm like, I'm gonna steal your coconuts.
I know, that is the only thing, and that's why Zulu is still my favorite braid, because I'm always working, but I always manage to get, I never had luck too much with like Nicks or Muses or any like that. It wasn't until just last year that I caught a shoe. Yeah. I know, after years and years of trying.
And I get 2 shoes a year and give away shoes. I don't know. I
She just
do.
stands there, not even looking at the parade. They're like shoving shoes in her face. Like, what is that about?
So I remember,
It's the festiveness. It's the festivity.
yeah, I remember the last year that I was living in New Orleans, and I already had a shoe, but I just wanted another one because I'm greedy and I need a shoe every year. So I was working. I mean, I was really hustling to get a shoe. I was doing everything. I think I had signs. I was like shaking it for everybody. And I had pretty much given up. Like the whole, like most of the parade has passed. Oh, Marcel, this was outside of your house.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think it was like one of the last floats to go by. And I was literally just like, you know what? I'm just gonna like sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of this parade. This is not gonna happen. This is not the year I'm gonna get a shoe. And it's like one of the last floats came by and she was like, you. And she gave me a shoe. And I was like,
wow. Especially in that area too. They by then usually all the shoes are gone because they uptown, that's when
exactly.
they're like beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep,
I had
beep.
given
Yeah.
up hope. I mean, because like when you're really working to get something, like, and you know, the bands go by and you're dancing, you're having a good time, but then it's like the floats are coming. It's like, okay,
You're
get
like,
ready,
Yeah.
get into the
Okay.
zone. You got it. Like,
in
what are you doing?
position, in position.
And it's like so much work, and I just think it's so funny because like I go back to wherever I think my first year I got a shoe, and I went back to my job in DC, and I was telling people like, oh, I got this music shoe, and they're like, you got a shoe?
A what? You
I
got
know.
a shoe?
It's like very coveted.
As
And
I
then
sit here with light up shoes on my head, I'm like,
Oh,
you all don't understand, okay?
right.
This is a
don't
coveted
understand.
Like I
situation.
was telling somebody I got one of them big like plungers, like homemade beautiful plungers. I'm like, I got a plunger. People were like, what is wrong with you?
They
Like,
were like, a what?
I'm like, no, you need to see it. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. I had to give my plunger away, and I'm so sad, like because
Oh,
it
I have
was
my plunger and my toilet brush. And for you guys who don't know, that is from the crew of Tux. And we just happen to have someone who may have written with that,
yeah,
may
one
have
of the
written
best groups.
on a, just maybe have written on it. But, I would say that is, while there are a lot of parades that are fun, Crew of Tux is the most funnest as we're throwing toilet paper and throwing it across the street and throwing it back. And I mean, just all the satire and
That's
just the
fun.
fun.
All
Like
of it.
I think Crew of Tux, like the crew that you roll with was like, it's the most fun. Like it's the one that I enjoy. If ever anyone is going to Mardi Gras and you can get a nice little stand seat and go downtown, Jackson Square, not Jackson Square. What is it? What was that park?
Yeah, I think
Jefferson
it is
Park?
Jackson Square.
Square. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And get you a nice little seat, and it is just amazing. It's so much fun. And they're just
It is.
a hilarious crew, and they like to have a good time. So,
I
and I
would
mean, I've been,
recommend if anybody has the opportunity to ride with it,
Yes.
it is a unique experience. It's so much different, being in the crowd versus being in that float driving by and just literally looking out and seeing everybody. It is insane.
Yeah,
Like I remember I got like 5 marriage proposals.
yeah.
And all these children coming up and begging for things, and you just felt like Santa, like here you go, and then they go off all happy. Like it was amazing. And then you can be also selective because I was of course like, no, not you, not oh yeah, you're gonna yeah. Yeah. I was telling people, I was like, I felt like Drew Brees because I was like, whoosh.
but like, my arm is killing me. My arm is killing me. But I don't know. I think that we have had so many amazing experiences together. But I think what I like to share with people that think that Mardi Gras is this thing where everybody is like showing their breasts and like naked. I mean, now there's plenty of that,
Yeah,
but it's
mostly
not
on
a real
Bourbon Street.
exactly down there. But it's not the true like the spirit of the holiday. Like there is a lot of revelry, there's a lot of eating, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of everything. But I mean, I think it's the beauty of the porch parties and the bands, and they close off streets, and people just invite you in their homes, and they're like, oh, hey baby, I got I got red beans, I got gumbo, I got all these different things. And I mean, and king cake is everywhere. Like, it's definitely because the city shuts down for 2 weeks anyway, school's closed, people are barely working, but it is one of those things. I think it's really the family of the Mardi Gras holiday that I absolutely love. And that's something that, until you come and you kind of almost do it like a local, that you may not necessarily get the experience if you just go down to Bourbon, where it's just. But like, if you do like Mardi Gras in the city, maybe come uptown, it's just an amazing thing. And I mean, like, people invite you in their homes. They're like, we've been grilling, we got a big old pot of gumbo on the stove, come on in and get it. So
and
you bring
that is
a bottle, you have a great time.
Thing. Yeah, you can go out and you can get well fed by just walking down the street.
By strangers.
Down the street. Down the street.
How many parts did we run into? We're like, oh, okay, we can grab a plate, thank you.
Yeah.
And
one of my
there's
first years,
go ahead.
I was looking for a restroom. This is like before I moved to New Orleans. So I was very, very, I think maybe this is like my very first Mardi Gras. And looking for a restroom, like, lines were like out the door for so many places, anywhere there was an actual restroom. And I was just kind of like hussing, and I think I had like yelled to my dad, like, I'm just gonna have to like go behind a car in that parking lot. And someone overheard, and they're like, babe, you gotta go to the restroom, come on in, you can come in the house. And just like, where does that happen at? Like, that happens nowhere. Like, no one's gonna invite a stranger into their house to go pee. But yeah, it's like, this is just like how amazing, like, and warm and friendly people are. You really get that like Southern hospitality sort of experience.
And I mean, they bring out the big guns for Mardi Gras, the food, the drinks, the beverages. Like, it's it's
costumes.
amazing.
The costumes, yes. Oh my gosh, the costumes.
Love the costumes. Like, one day I'm gonna have to invest the time to spend all year to create a costume just to walk around the city.
We need to do that starting now, because we got to blow it out for 2022.
But the thing is, we got to come up with a theme. Those are always the best, especially with group. We got to come up with a theme. But we can never agree upon that. How many times have we tried to do? We try to do for Halloween. But
we wait. We wait too late, though. That's the thing. Like, if we could come up with a clear, concise, like, I mean, I think we can do it. I mean,
we totally can.
I mean, we can be under the sea. We can do any number of things. Like, it's just, I think not another thing that I just love, not just love about Mardi Gras, but I love about the season is you can be 500 pounds, 300 pounds, 0 pounds, 1 pound. You can put on whatever you want. And when I tell you, you are celebrated. Like, it is a celebration of all things human, you know what I mean? And just and connectivity. And I think that's one thing that I've always loved about the city. It's one thing that I do miss about the city, not living there anymore. But it's a full-on celebration. I mean, a full-on gay, straight, trans, bi, queer, whatever you want, whatever acronym, pick whichever one you want. If you don't want to pick one at all, you don't have to. And I think that that's one thing that I love about celebration of just like living in New Orleans. Just there. So.
I will never forget one Tuesday, I was going to the grocery store, and a guy in a Darth Vader costume like just passed me up. And I mean, this was nowhere near Mardi Gras. It was literally like just a random Tuesday. And it's totally normal, like, for Darth Vader to just pass you on the street.
I know, I miss that so much.
You can literally be whoever you, I mean, it's amazing. Like,
I remember I was only there for a couple weeks, and I went to Rouse's, and I was like, oh, they were playing that, the typical jazz that you kind of tap your feet to, like, dun, 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 dun. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm kind of like, I didn't realize how much I was dancing, but I was kind of like dancing in the aisles. And And this guy comes up to me. We start just dancing together in the middle of the grocery store
Yes.
aisle. Like, you know, it was just like, I would have never done this in any other city.
And I mean, a full-on party in the store.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Just a party everywhere.
Yeah.
It was just so great. You can make anything into a party.
And I mean, like,
That's
I
what I
know,
miss
like,
the most.
I have excitement about being able to wear glitter. You know, we're extra, you know, and it's one of those things where, like, I get to put on glitter. You know, I think one thing about living in New Orleans that I mean, I think it's awakening for so many people. And it's the fact that you can work your 9 to 5, you can do your contracts, you can do whatever you need to do. But it's an understood rule in New Orleans that if they don't care how you lose your mind on the weekend, they could be there, witness it. They will sit across you like this on Monday morning. Yes, bro, Brett. So can you please provide the memo for this? Da, 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 da. And you have cut up all weekend. They have cut up all weekend. It's one of those things you meet eyes and you look away and keep it moving.
Yeah. Yeah. That literally happened. I think I went to like, I don't know, it was some bar and someone that I worked with in like a very high position was there. And it was just like, we see each other, do our thing. Like we're not going to talk about this. We're just going to do our thing. Like, I mean, because I was definitely like, it was 4 o'clock and I was pretty much like day drinking probably since like 11. So I was very well into that like feeling good stage. And it was just like, oh, and it's like, oh, okay. All right.
Hi.
We're going to keep doing this. Yeah.
It was like, I think I remember you telling me that because that lady is like a big donor or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Right? A big donor. I remember that.
Like, do I need to act sober? And I was like, I don't even know if I can. And so, yeah.
I love it.
Anyways,
yeah.
well, this has been great. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Marcelle.
Thank you for
so
having me. Mwah, mwah.
Can't wait until we're all together
I
again.
know.
And so thank you guys for joining us. We hope that you guys are having, you know, I mean, if you've never celebrated Mardi Gras, Google it, get you some king cake, have some red beans.
Let me just say, I finally found a place that I can get king cake shipped to me very quickly. And that is, before I said this, I should have made sure I know the name. What's the name of the bakery that we love?
Bywater.
Bywater. Thank you. Thank you so much. See, this is already 2 minute class. I'm forgetting things. Bywater Bakery. By the time this video comes out, you should still be able to get it. They will get it to you. They ship like Monday through Wednesday. So if you order like today or over the weekend, they will ship it out. You will receive it on Wednesday. It's Ash Wednesday. That's fine. You can still have king cake. It's very good. It's fresh. It was $50 including 2-day shipping, and that is much better than the king cake that I had last year. So if you want king cake, that is your option, because everywhere else was either like sold out or they wanted to charge you $100 with shipping, and never doing that again. Always ordering from Bywater Bakery from this point on.
Okay. Good.
All right, hit us up, Bywater.
Yes, it's more gates our way. All right.
Well, thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Black History Month.
Okay.
Happy Mardi Gras. Like,
yes.
all of it. And also just enjoy your 3-day weekend. So
you as well.
All right.
Until next time. Bye.
Until next time. Bye.
Oh. I literally never know how to do this. Okay. Yes.
It's